Guys, welcome to our class, and in our lesson today we are learning about vocabulary, the vocabulary that we can use in our day-to-day conversation. And from the words that I've written on the board, the first word is show mercy. So to show mercy means not to punish or harm somebody or anyone. So for example, when a child makes mistake, you can show mercy but by not beating the child. So in that case, we'll say the parent will show mercy to the child when he does the mistake. The parent will show mercy to the child when he does mistake. Number two is opponent. Opponent, you can also say, is a competitor, somebody whom you're competing with for the same thing or for the same chance, either a job or in a business. When somebody in a business you are selling the same thing, the other person becomes a competitor to you. So someone who competes against you, we call him an opponent. Opponent. That is the pronunciation. Opponent. Somebody whom you compete for chances or for opportunities is called an opponent. For example, you can say when Manchester was playing against Arsenal, so Manchester United was opponent to Arsenal. Or in the business world, you say, my friend sells the same shoes for men as I do. So my friend is my opponent. My friend is my opponent. Number three is torture. You torture somebody or you torture an animal. Torture in simple meaning means to cause pain. Pain can either be physical or mental pain. Physical is on the body, while mental pain is on the brain. When you cause somebody to feel pain either in the brain or on the body, in that case, we say that you are torturing the person in present continuous tense. So you can say, my friends used to torture me when I was in high school by bullying me. To bully somebody is to cause the person to feel pain by doing something that's not good to him. For example, when somebody tells you to walk for a long distance to go and get something without a pay, in that case, you'll say, this person is torturing me. Or in the other words, when somebody gives you a hard work to do, a very hard job for you to do alone, you'll say, the person is torturing me. The person is torturing me. For example, in a school setup, you can say, the teacher tortured the students by giving them a lot of homework that they did the whole night, throughout the whole night. Number four is strain. Strain is try hard to do something. When you are doing something that is very hard for you, you'll say that you are straining. For example, you can say, I strained to do my work because it was too difficult for me. That means you struggled a lot to do the work. You can also say, today I'm straining a lot to stay awake because last night I did not sleep. So that means you're fighting, you're trying to struggle with the sleep. So you're straining to be awake. Number five is to quarrel. When you quarrel, that means you are arguing with somebody fiercely to the extent of maybe fighting with another person. When you argue, you don't agree to some extent with another person, to the extent that you can fight. You'll say you quarrel, you exchange bad words. It's called quarreling. So you can say, for example, after my sister abusing me, I started quarreling with her. I started quarreling with her. Next, number six is to imitate. To imitate is to try to do exactly what another person is doing. For example, There are people who walk in a given style, especially the girls. They have the styles of walking. So when you try to walk exactly the way another person is walking, you say that you are imitating that person. You can also try to copy, or you try to talk exactly the way another person is talking. In that case, we'll say you are trying to imitate that person. So for example, in a class setup, you can say the students imitated the teacher when he was not in, or the students tried to imitate the teacher, or to imitate the way the teacher teaches when he was not around. They imitated him. So you find a student standing before others and try to teach the way the teacher normally do. And then next, infant. An infant is a baby, is a kid. So you say this is an infant. This is an infant. An infant can be an infant of a human being, or an infant for an animal. This is an animal infant. This is an infant to human being, or to my mother. So you say women deliver infants after 9 months. They deliver infant after 9 months. Number 8 is to vanish. To vanish is when something or somebody disappears immediately or suddenly. They go away suddenly, or they disappear suddenly within no time. You find somebody who was somewhere, but the person is missing at the time you go to check. Or maybe, for example, let's say you had money, you put it on the table, and when you tried to go outside, coming back, you did not get the money or the phone. You say, my money has vanished from the table where I had placed it. Or my phone has just vanished from the table where I had placed it. Next is to kidnap. To kidnap, this one I have witnessed when somebody like a thief is trying to steal a child, or the police officers trying to make away with somebody whom they are maybe trying to get, they are trying to do investigation of something. So they come and then they grab you by force, they put you in the car, and then they run away with you. In that case, we'll say, my brother was kidnapped by people whom we don't know. So it is illegal. They take you away by force and illegally. Illegally means without following the law. So we say it is illegal kidnapping. They take you away by force. So in another sentence we can say, when I was walking to school, I was kidnapped by people that I didn't know, and then they threw me in their car. So that means they went away with you, and then maybe they took you to where they stay, or somewhere that you don't understand. Then number 10 is wrinkles. Wrinkles are the lines that normally develop on somebody's face when he becomes old, or he shows emotions. When you are very angry, you can frown your face, and then it will develop some lines. Those lines are called wrinkles. They're called wrinkles. So in a sentence, you can say, because my grandfather was 80 years old, so he developed wrinkles on his face. He developed wrinkles on his face. I believe you have enjoyed the lesson for today. That has been a short lesson about the vocabulary that you can use in our normal daily activities. So at that juncture, we say thank you for watching and have a good